Hello everyone, Square Cameraman present here. Today we received one of the most craziest episodes I have ever seen. Before I start the analysis, I want to tell you how good this episode is. I don't think no other episode will beat this one. Before I begin, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out whenever I post a new video. Let's begin. So, starting this episode, we see the same scene where G-Man comes in to help Skibidi Scientist. Here, he turns on his beam, and Titan Cameraman starts to cut his neck. After, we see Titan Speakerman come in. At this point, it was getting me very worried, but at least he wasn't dead. Anyways, after, we see Titan Speakerman grab Titan Cameraman's buzzsaw and damages his own core. Titan Cameraman pushes Titan Speakerman and begins to cut his neck. Notice how the TV of Scientist Toilet has the ability to hypnotize. It seems like the TV that Scientist Toilet has is more upgraded and more powerful than what Titan TV Man had. Anyways then, Titan Speakerman comes in the scene with a knife and attempts to cut Titan Cameraman's buzzsaw. Then, Titan Cameraman starts punching his main camera over and over again. Comment A in the chat to pay respects to our boy Titan Speakerman because he was trying his best. Here, we see a new purple beam that the TV shoots out. This ability is practically an infection light, which basically infects the Titans with the purple beam. Anyways, after, we see Titan Speakerman stab a knife in his speaker and attempts to do the same move as Speaker Woman. After, the damn G-Man decided to shoot his laser right at Titan Speakerman. G-Man, this dude has been getting really pissed off these past few episodes. Anyways then, we see Titan Speakerman about to attack G-Man, but as I said, Titan Cameraman comes in and steps on him, pushing him to the ground. This Loki got me scared, if you know what I'm saying. Then our POV turns, and we pull out 2 rocket launchers. This is meaning that our POV in this episode is actually a large cameraman. Right after, we see the POV shoot his 2 rockets right at the TV of TV Scientist. Respect to our POV for at least trying to help in some way. Then we see Scientist Skibidi Toilet turn and smile right at us and doesn't attack us, but we will see why in just a moment. Right after, we see something shoot Scientist Toilet's TV screen. Here we can see that the Scientist Toilet and G-Man both look really scared. I think that they are scared because Titan TV Man is probably their biggest nightmare. Here we can see that both the Titan Speakerman and Cameraman are really injured, but they don't seem dead to me, which is good. But when we look in the background, we can see a strange figure which makes me think that it is the secret agent. I don't know, maybe I am just tripping, but I know that it is something. After, we turn and we see a big dark smoke right in front of us, and we hear Titan TV Man say, "Your life ends now." That is the closest I could get to match what he said. Anyways then, we see G-Man yapping, saying that he is scared of Titan TV Man, LMAO. Right here, G-Man does the reverse card on Skibidi Scientist and leaves him to die. Right here, we see Skibidi Scientist getting prepared for battle. But why didn't he teleport away with G-Man? Maybe it's because he used all of his power against the other 2 Titans, and that's why he didn't have enough energy to use his teleport ability, which he clearly stole from Titan TV Man. After, we turn and we see a purple electronic sword appear. This is also fairly similar to the fan-made version of this part, but instead in the fan-made there was a shield instead of a sword. Anyways, after, we see the man, the legend Titan TV Man, back in business. Before we continue analyzing, let me tell you all of his upgrades. First off, we can obviously see that he got a brand new electronic sword, fairly similar to Titan Cameraman's electronic shield. He also seems to have gotten 6 TVs, which include his main one. He got 2 TVs on both of his shoulders, 1 TV as his belt, and 2 other TVs behind his main one. Anyways, after, we see that Skibidi Scientist shoots 2 rockets right at Titan TV Man but does nothing. What a Chad. Anyways then, we see Titan TV Man cut Scientist Toilet's weapons with his sword. After, we see that he also breaks off his TV screen. After, he turns on his red beam on all of his TVs. He also burns Scientist Toilet with his TV, meaning that he got one of the same powers from TV Woman. Then we hear him say, "Asshole," and stab Scientist Toilet in the head, ending Scientist Toilet forever. Also guys, I forgot to say earlier, but when Titan TV Man is going to attack Scientist, he says, "I will kill you." Well, at least that is what I hear. Anyways, let's get back to it. After, he takes the sword out and we see him powering up his core. Then we see him shoot Scientist Toilet, which made a really big hole in Scientist Toilet's face. Bro did him dirty. Also, it was confirmed by Defuk Boom himself that there will be a part 4 to this episode. Here are the pictures for proof. I don't know if he is bluffing or if he is serious, but I think he is serious and that there will actually be a part 4 to this episode. Also, there have been many questions about what happened to Plunger Cameraman, and if the Skibidi scientist we see in this episode is fake. I'm going to try to answer all of these questions right now. The first question is, what happened to Plunger Cameraman? I think that Plunger Cameraman is fine because remember he has the glitch toilet as his armor, and also we didn't really see an explosion when he was falling down from the sky in episode 67 part 2. Maybe we will get to know more about him in the next part. But now let's talk about whether if the scientist toilet we see in this episode is fake or real. I think that he is real. Remember my theory about scientist toilet being a robot the whole time. Maybe the scientist that is in this episode is somehow being remotely controlled by the real Skibidi scientist that is normal-sized, and the bigger size is actually a robot. This does have a chance of being true, but we just have to wait and see. Hello everyone, Future Square Cameraman here. I forgot to mention that there are many voice lines for Titan TV Man in this episode, so it won't really be clear which one it is, but in the first one, I thought he said, "Your life ends now." But now I am starting to think that he says, "Here I am. Please correct me in the comments section." Also, when Titan TV Man comes out of the fog, and he burned Scientist Toilet, I think he said, "Still alive." Let me know if I am wrong in the comments. Also, make sure that you like and subscribe so you don't miss out whenever I post a brand new Skibidi toilet analysis. Also, there was a question regarding if one of the Titans will die, but this isn't the final battle, and I don't think it's time for anyone to die. Before I leave, I am going to show you all of the Titan TV Man voice lines. Friends, that was the end of my analysis. Square Cameraman is out.